Well, the next round of talks between Washington and Tehran is set to take place in less than 24 hours in Switzerland, as a massive American fleet sits poised in waters of Iran. Iran's foreign minister has stressed diplomacy is key to finding a deal, and our correspondent, Saman Kujuri, he previews the negotiations in Geneva.
We have a historic opportunity to strike an unprecedented agreement that addresses mutual concerns and achieves mutual interests. A deal is within reach, but only if diplomacy is given priority.
Well, Tehran and Washington are set to hold the third round of talks on Iran's nuclear program and the lifting of sanctions. Well, ahead of the talks, Iran's Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi has said that a deal with Washington is within reach only if diplomacy is given a chance and a priority. Well, meanwhile, Iran's Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi has also said that Iran, under no circumstances, will ever develop nuclear weapons, and that it will not relinquish its right to use nuclear energy for peaceful purposes. Meanwhile, Tehran has said that if attacked, it will respond powerfully and swiftly. And according to Iran's Foreign Ministry spokesman Ismail Baghai, any kind of attack on Iranian soil is considered as a full act of aggression. And of course, meanwhile, U.S. President Donald Trump, in his State of the Union address, has gone heavily on Iran, saying and claiming that Iran and its proxies over the past 47 years have spread nothing but terrorism, death, and hatred. This is a claim by U.S. President Donald Trump. And also, he once again, during his State of the Union address, repeated that the United States has destroyed Iran's what he called a nuclear weapons program during the June 2025 U.S. raids and strikes on Iranian nuclear facilities, namely Natanz, Isfahan, and Fordo. Trump saying that, Iranians want to make a deal, but they have never said the secret words, quote, "We will never have nuclear weapons." Such a claim by U.S. President Donald Trump is unfounded, as on numerous occasions, multiple times, Iranian officials have repeatedly and openly and publicly announced that they will not develop nuclear weapons, and they are not after nuclear weapons, and nuclear weapons has no place in Iran's defensive doctrine. Well, above them all is Iran's Supreme Leader Ayatollah Sayyid Ali Khamenei, who in a religious decree said that under Islamic teachings and Shia law, nuclear weapons is forbidden. And of course, Iran's President Masoud Pezeshkian, also in his address to the United Nations, once again reiterated that Iran does not want nuclear weapons, and that nuclear weapons has no place in Iran's defensive doctrine. Let's take a listen.
I hereby declare once more before this assembly that Iran has never sought and will never seek to build a nuclear bomb. We do not seek nuclear weapons. This is our belief based on the edict issued by the Supreme Leader and by religious authorities. Therefore, we never sought weapons of mass destruction, nor will we ever seek them.
Well, this comes as a number of U.S. officials are still adopting harsh rhetoric and stance against Tehran, calling and urging U.S. President Donald Trump to topple Iranian government and replace it with a new government that would be friendlier to the United States.
What I have urged the president is, number one, support the protesters and arm the protesters. Give the people of Iran the ability to overthrow their government. And number two, I think there is a very real possibility we will see limited strikes, potentially in a matter of days.
Well, the U.S. is not stopping there. CIA has asked the Iranians to provide the agency with helpful information. Well, in a Persian message, CIA has said that Iranians can provide us with any helpful information that might be to the interest of the agency. In this message, CIA has called on Iranians to provide the agency with information and said that we are there to help you. At the same time, we see that the U.S. military is building up its forces in the region under the shadow of U.S. President's threats of military action against Tehran if a deal is not reached with Tehran. And so we have to wait and see what comes out of the Thursday talks in Geneva, if diplomacy can avert a potentially wide confrontation in the region or not.